There's a case that really frustrated me. There was a father who's also an attorney, a very well-respected attorney in Chicago, and his daughter disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to her, and we were all in a panic. Jim Hagler, who isn't here today, was in a panic, and the Chicago Police Department, they were totally ineffective in recovering this girl. It ended up that it was a terrible case, but she was being held against her will, drugged, threatened, and beaten, and she was used in a teen prostitution ring, and the Chicago police were unable to recover her. The mother couldn't do anything. The biological father was in a panic. And this was not a case where we could do much through the court system. We needed the help of law enforcement. We could not get the successful help of law enforcement. So I reached out to Detective Wayne Halick for help. And through his efforts, he was able to track down, through a brilliant investigation, recover this little girl and return her to her parents. She is safe. She's alive now. She's out of harm's way. And if it wasn't for Detective Wayne Halick, this child would not be here now. So even though Wayne Halick is not a client, I'd like to honor him for saving this little girl's life. Detective Wayne Halick, I have an award for you Now, I don't know who put this award together. It's falling apart, but your name's on it.
Okay.
And I'd like to give this to you for your efforts.
Oh, thank
you.
you.
And I really appreciate what you've done here.
Oh, thank you.
And your daughter's beautiful. Wayne's a proud father. He actually has 2 daughters, and I'd like to give you this award. And
Thank you. Yeah, I obviously I'm a father. You know, being able to get up every day and work with these awesome attorneys. Mr. Leving's just an amazing attorney to work with. He works hard. I mean, he has more energy than, you know, a lot of young guys. I mean, he's amazing because he's dedicated, and it's just so great to be able to help fathers. And hearing this stuff today is it's like giving me new life. You know, I mean, it's really great to see that all the hard work's paying off. So, thank you to everyone here and Mr. Leving for putting this on, and thanks for the award too. Thank you.
thank you. After this little girl was recovered, and unfortunately after her recovery she spent some time in the hospital because of the trauma, and she was released from the hospital. The Chicago police called Detective Wayne Halick, who's a private investigator, and wanted to know his investigative techniques because they wanted to know how he did something alone, one man, when the entire Chicago Police Department couldn't do it, and that pissed me off. Justice should not be a luxury that only the rich could afford, and a parent should not be in a position where they're unable to protect, safeguard, and save the life of their own child if they don't have funds. But again, I don't want to talk about the system. I just want to talk about positives, not negatives right now. And the positive is that this little girl is alive. And thank you again, Detective Halick.